Apparently, Michael Jackson suffered cardiac arrest this afternoon. He was rushed to UCLA Medical Center.
Now on to one of our other big stories. The King of Pop has died.
Last 24 hours of Michael Jackson. In the final 24 hours of his life, Michael Jackson's fate took an unexpected turn. While fans eagerly awaited his grand return to the stage, the sudden and tragic death of the King of Pop left millions in shock and disbelief. But what exactly happened during those last 24 hours? Michael Joseph Jackson was born on August 29, 1958, in Gary, Indiana. He was the 8th of 10 children in the Jackson family, an African-American working-class household living in a small 2-bedroom home. His mother, Catherine, had dreams of becoming a country singer, while his father, Joe, worked as a crane operator and part-time musician. From an early age, Michael Jackson endured physical and emotional abuse from his father, Joe Jackson. Endless rehearsals, beatings, and verbal insults were part of his upbringing. Despite the family's musical talent and close bond, their home in Gary, Indiana had a dark side due to Joe's harsh treatment. Although Michael's mother, Catherine, offered him comfort and encouragement, the scars of childhood abuse haunted him throughout his life. In later interviews, Jackson spoke candidly about the pain and loneliness he experienced as a child, shedding light on the darker aspects of his upbringing issues that would follow him throughout his career. As for the beginning of his musical journey, he was pushed into the world of music and performance at a very young age. In 1964, he and his brother Marlon joined their older brothers Jackie, Tito, and Jermaine in the Jackson Brothers Band, playing congas and tambourine, percussion instruments that gave their performances a rhythmic foundation. The following year, Michael began sharing lead vocals with Jermaine, and the group changed their name to the Jackson 5. Joe Jackson was determined to see his children succeed and often pressured them by enforcing physical discipline during practice sessions to drive them toward perfection. The Jackson 5 gained local recognition and, in 1965, won a talent show where Michael's performance captivated the audience. They toured extensively throughout the Midwest, performing at various venues, including the Chitlin Circuit, an informal network known for showcasing African-American performers. Their demanding schedule included appearances in black clubs, cocktail lounges, and even strip clubs, which was highly unconventional for such young entertainers. Their major breakthrough came in 1967 when they won a weekly amateur night at the prestigious Apollo Theater in Harlem. This victory solidified their reputation and laid the foundation for future success. Their journey began in Gary, Indiana, where in 1968, they recorded their first single, Big Boy, for the local label Steeltown Records. But everything changed when they met Bobby Taylor of Bobby Taylor and the Vancouvers. Taylor saw their potential and brought them to Motown Records, the legendary label behind many of the biggest names in soul and pop music. This pivotal moment came after they opened for Taylor at the Regal Theater in Chicago in 1968 and won over the audience. Under the guidance of Motown, the Jackson 5 quickly became a sensation. Their early recordings, including a soulful rendition of Who's Lovin' You produced by Bobby Taylor, showcased their raw talent and charisma. In 1969, the family made the move to Los Angeles to further pursue their music careers. Motown's decision to have Diana Ross introduce the Jackson 5 to the public catapulted them into the spotlight, with Michael becoming the magnetic lead singer of the group. While Michael basked in the spotlight as a teenage idol, he also pursued a solo career. Between 1972 and 1975, he released 4 solo albums with Motown, demonstrating his versatility and maturity as an artist. Hits like Got to Be There and Ben cemented his status as a solo powerhouse. Despite their success, creative tensions began to surface between the Jackson 5 and Motown. The group longed for more artistic control, leading to frustration with the label's rigid structure. Nevertheless, they continued to thrill audiences with groundbreaking performances, most famously, Michael's robotic dance during their hit Dancing Machine on Soul Train. The 1970s were a whirlwind of success for Michael and the Jackson 5. From chart-topping hits to trailblazing TV appearances, they left an indelible mark on the music industry. Little did the world know this was only the beginning of Michael Jackson's unprecedented rise to superstardom. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, Michael Jackson's life took a turbulent turn as he retreated into the seclusion of his sprawling Neverland ranch, adorned with exotic animals and lavish attractions. Amid rumors of cosmetic surgery and changes to his skin tone, Jackson faced public scrutiny and scandal when, in 1993, he was accused of child molestation. The case was settled out of court. His marriages to Lisa Marie Presley and Deborah Rowe brought both attention and turmoil to his personal life. The most significant legal battle came in 2003, when Jackson move, Jackson transferred the title of the ranch to Sycamore Valley Ranch Company LLC, a joint venture with Colony Capital LLC, securing a much-needed infusion of $35 million. Despite his financial turmoil, Jackson began working on what would become his final project, a series of comeback concerts titled This Is It. The ambitious London residency achieved unprecedented ticket sales, but behind the scenes, Jackson was battling mounting debts and health issues. He had no idea that fate had other plans. On June 25, 2009, the world was shaken by the sudden death of Michael Jackson, just weeks before his highly anticipated comeback concerts in London. The King of Pop died of cardiac arrest caused by an overdose of propofol and benzodiazepines administered by his personal physician, Conrad Murray. In his final 24 hours, Michael was fully focused on preparing for the This Is It tour. He spent most of June 24th rehearsing at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, offering glimpses of the electrifying performances that had captivated audiences for decades. Colleagues and dancers recalled his dedication and enthusiasm, noting that he appeared upbeat and determined to deliver a spectacular return to the stage. After returning late that night to his rented mansion in Holmby Hills, Michael struggled with severe insomnia. Conrad Murray, who had been treating Jackson's sleep issues, administered multiple medications in the early morning hours of June 25th. Despite these efforts, Jackson remained awake and restless. In a desperate attempt to induce sleep, Murray gave him a dose of propofol, a powerful anesthetic typically used in surgery at approximately 10:40 a.m. Shortly thereafter, Michael stopped breathing. In a panic, Murray attempted to revive him but did not immediately call emergency services. It wasn't until 12:22 p.m. that a 911 call was placed. Paramedics arrived within minutes, and despite continued resuscitation efforts, both at the scene and en route to the Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center, Michael Jackson was pronounced dead at 2:26 p.m. The news of his death spread rapidly around the globe, causing unprecedented internet traffic and a massive outpouring of grief from fans and fellow artists alike. Jackson's sudden passing not only marked the end of an era in music, but also left many questions and controversies surrounding the circumstances of his final hours. Following his death, Michael Jackson's influence only grew stronger. his music experienced a resurgence in popularity, once again topping charts worldwide. Around the world, his unmatched talent and lasting legacy were honored and celebrated.